guys, welcome back to another episode of Girl Wasted. It's Caitlin and I have an absolute babe and a half with me. It is Chloe from Stripper Stories podcast. How are you doing?
Oh mate, I am fantastic. Yet a bit sweaty, but fucking happy to be here. Absolutely.
I'm so buzzing to have you.
Yeah, I'm like, my first girl podcast. I haven't been on a podcast, a female podcast.
Woo!
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm gagging for the pussy.
Yes! And also goes hand in hand with Megan and Cardi B going out there with a WAP, you know?
Literally, there's lots of hoes in this house.
Yeah.
There's so many hoes. Like today, this is the hoe house.
Oh my 100%. God, I'm loving it. So I just have some questions about like how you got into the industry.
Yeah, I mean, fire away, mate. I mean, it was a pretty funny story. I think it was episode 1 I go into it a bit. I was just with a standard fucking asshole, basically. Like, I was with a guy for like 4 years, and he was like a piano player at a bar, and I worked in the bar, like the other side of it, obviously making the drinks.
Yes.
And loads of like other assholes would come up and give me their number, and I was like at drama school at the time, and I had fucking loads of debt, and like this guy who played the piano, he'd like perv on me and see that all these dudes are giving me their number, and he was like, you know what, the amount of numbers that you get over that bar, you know, if they were paying customers in a strip club, you would have paid your debt off by now, kind of thing. I was like,
yeah.
First of all, it was a sarky fucking comment, but one day we had an argument, and I fucking went to London, and I like auditioned, and I worked the same night, and I literally haven't looked back since. So
amazing.
That was, yeah, fucking love it.
Like, that's such a fuck you, see you later, I'm away to strip. I fucking love it.
A little bit, you know, and like, he kind of regretted it. He kind of regretted that comment, I think, a little bit. And needless to say, we didn't last much longer after that, but I have found my calling. My real boyfriend is the pole, and that is how it is, kind of thing. Yeah. But yeah, no, I fucking love it.
So, like, do you find that it kind of affects, like, your kind of personal relationships, or not so much?
You know what, like, me and Rosie, who is normally with me, but she's off gallivanting tonight.
MIA.
Yeah, she's MIA, so I'm Han Solo today on the microphone. To be fair, it gets me more time with you, so that's quite nice. But yeah, I think we were saying this the other day. We were like on another podcast, and we've never really had an issue. I mean, I think as long as you're upfront about what you do, and like we said about the vag waxing a minute ago, it's not 19 anymore. Like,
yes.
We are allowed to. I mean, you know, stripping, prostitution, especially, is like the oldest job in the fucking world. It's been going on since day dot, right?
Yeah.
And now, you know, women have a choice. If they're like in control, it's their choice, their bodies. I think, you know, if you're kind of proud of what you do and you're doing it for the right reasons, I think there's no reason not to be honest about what you do, right?
100%.
I think with anything. 100%. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, that's probably why we haven't had an issue. Like, I've just been upfront. I mean, obviously you get those fucking assholes who are like, oh, lads, down the pub, like, I just fucked a stripper, or like, whatever, and then they'll just see you as a piece of, like, all they think of you is as a stripper. But you don't want to be with those guys anyway, do you?
No,
really?
No, 100%. Get them in the fucking bin.
In the fucking bin. So, yeah, I mean, I find that the good ones always kind of, it's almost like a bit of a test, you know?
100%.
Like, this is what I do as a job. You know, like, hopefully guys watch porn, they know that it's not, hopefully, they know that it's not real. Do you know what I mean? When they're watching porn, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
But so, it's kind of the same thing, apart from, like, no one touches me, I'm completely in control, and, like, yeah, so it's just a job. I don't really get sexual gratification from it as such. Obviously, I enjoy it, but, like, it's not like me going to work and having, like, a crazy wank and, like, you know, I don't know, fucking meeting all these great guys who I'm going to then bring home with me. It is just a job, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so I've never really had an issue with relationships as in, like, ones I want to keep, because they're normally dudes who can handle it anyway.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
I think if they can't handle it, it's like a wee bit of insecurity, and you can't be arsed with that. Like, sort your own trauma, you know?
Right, exactly. And, like, no one wants a fucking frigid little man baby between the sheets. Do you know what I mean?
Man-child can stay far the fuck away from us.
Right. I mean, and all the little dicks anyway that like want to come around and fuck us, we'll just fucking chuck those too. Do you know what I mean?
In the bin.
Yeah. In the bin. Yeah.
No one is safe in the fucking bin.
Right. You know what I love about your Instagram is that you put up all of those quotes and I just like crack up like looking through them. All the stuff you say, like, oh, I wonder what's going to come out of this podcast. I literally don't even know what's going to happen.
Neither do I, and that's the best part.
Yeah, exactly. We're just full on waffling and I absolutely love it.
Here for this.
Here
like,
for it.
When you're in the club and shit, like, is there, who's worse, the girls or the guys? Like, as punters?
Ugh, that's hard. Oh, punters.
Yeah.
I thought you meant the strippers. I was like, well, probably the strippers. It's probably the dudes. I mean, you get some funny looks from women. Like, there's two types of women that come in the strip club. There's the ones that are really gagging for it and, like, are dragging the men in almost. Mm-hmm. And they're the cool ones because they're, like, proper supportive. They're proper into it. Like, they're normally the ones that are kind of tipping you loads, being the woo girl at the front. Like, oh my God, your tits are amazing. You're like, okay, I'm here for you, bitch. I'm here for you.
Supporting babe, yeah.
Yeah, that's what we were just saying. This women supporting women is a big thing, especially in the sex industry because it can be so catty.
Yes.
And then there's the other type of woman who's like being dragged in there by her husband or boyfriend to like spice something up, and she doesn't want to fucking be there, so she just gives you these evil eyes. She's whispering under her breath. She's being negative fucking Nancy in the corner, bringing your fucking vibe down, and definitely. No one wants that girl. So I mean, and obviously they're probably the ones that are a bit insecure. They don't want to be there, so you can totally get their point, right? Not every girl wants to go into a strip club.
I feel like if that's a situation, then she probably doesn't actually want to be with a guy either. So
right, exactly. And so you can't really blame her. You're like, oh mate, you're in a bit of a fucking sticky one there. Like, so can't really blame her. So I'm gonna say boys. The dudes are probably the worst. Yeah, they're worse than women by far. I would say because there's probably. Dare I say it? I'm gonna say it. There's definitely more assholes when it comes to the male side of things than there are female side of things from what I have experienced. Okay, I've just fucking said it. Don't fucking judge me. Done it.
Do you know, I fully support that because just in like daily general life, guys are dicks.
Right.
On social media, in person, in your work, like everywhere, you're just like, rein that the fuck in. Leave me alone.
Yeah. Yeah, right. I get you. And the thing is, it's like a woman can meet like 15 great guys and then the one cock that they encounter, they always remember the cock, don't they?
100%.
They have like a lasting impression on our souls and our vaginas. So it's like, there's naturally going to be probably more of them around, you know, in our souls.
The creepy guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the creepy fucking weirdos. The little salad fingers. Have you watched that? Have you watched Salad Fingers?
I have seen.
Fuck. Okay, so basically, literally salad fingers. We get those all the time. I can't believe I've actually never said that to anyone. That's the first time I've come up with that. I should keep that one. Oh my God, that is going to be on a t-shirt. Fucking salad fingers. With a strip club. We're going to get a big fat arsehole and then just some salad fingers underneath.
Oh my God. Arseholes on his eyes.
Oh yeah. So fucking
really into it, really gritty. Oh man, that's so grim, innit?
Oh, so grim. Oh, I want to make t-shirts. Like that's like my next thing.
Yeah.
I want to get like all the funniest things that everyone's ever said on a podcast. I mean, I know loads of people do this anyway on every other podcast, but for me, it would be extra fucking funny. I don't know why. I love merch with like ridiculous shit.
One of mine, I was talking about a swan eating a sausage, and I called it like a sausage gobbler. Just as it is.
You saw a swan eating a sausage?
Well, I thought it was a sausage. It turned out to be just like a crust. But
but you thought it was a sausage.
I was like, why the fuck is it eating a sausage? But
well, that's a fucking horny little fucking swan.
I was deep throating that shit. I was like, oh, here we go, out at the lock.
Oh, mate, that's what you want. Oh yeah.
Well, thank God it wasn't me.
There's nothing worse than a bad deep throat, is there? There's nothing worse.
Nothing at all. Oh, I can't even. But like, I put sausage gobbler on a jumper, and some little old man that like whittles away wooden pieces of furniture jumped in the comments and was like, "Who the fuck is going to wear that?" And I was like, literally anyone who connects with it, like, fuck off.
Or anyone who has a fucking sense of humour, you stupid old prick.
Yeah. And I was like, excuse me? And then he was talking about a terrorist thing, you know, the cartoon that was slagging off religion in France and it all blew up. He was like, basically saying that was going to happen. So I just reported him for threatening me.
Oh,
like, dare you?
Yeah, what a freak. There are so many freaks online, I swear to God. They're probably worse than the guys in the strip club.
Oh yeah.
Honestly,
I can't even cope with the amount of dick pics I get.
Do you get dick pics online?
Oh yeah.
Non-stop. Lucky girl, mate. Lucky girl. I'd be saving all those up and showing them to everyone down the pub on a Saturday. That's what I'd be doing.
Well, I used to have a group chat that would fuck them all into. But
oh yeah, add me.
I'll get you and I'll get the archives out. But honestly, you could not write this shit.
Really? I haven't had one dick pic, and I'm just like Stripper Stories podcast, and no one's sending me fucking jack shit.
Really?
Oh,
it's
no,
really
seriously,
grim.
it's like tumbleweed over where I live. So I need to fucking get on your podcast, which is what I am. Send me the pics. Send me the fucking dick pics, everyone. Like, seriously, I live for that shit.
I had somebody send me a video asking if I'd ever peed outside. Now, I thought this was a very loaded question. And I was like, what the fuck? And then the video came of him pissing all over someone's car. And I was like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck?
It wasn't your car, was it?
No. But I did go and check.
I was going to say.
This is stalker shit. I'm phoning the police.
Oh my God, that would be some proper stalker shit. Yeah, 100%.
Because it felt like very pointed, and I was like, oh my God, like I really don't know what to make of this. And yeah, it wasn't any of my cars. Like, it was nothing to do with me. God knows who this guy is, because they all use like fake Instagrams. Do
they?
Well, majority. Some of them don't. Some of them just use their own, and you just think, what a fucking, you know, bold move, brass neck, big bold fucking ball sack in your face. It's just like, what's happening?
Online trolls literally they're proper dweebs, aren't they?
Oh yeah, 100%.
I mean, I want a few, but like, they're still dweebs.
Little freaks. Just too timid in the real world and get a backbone on the fucking Instagram.
Yeah, they do. You're right. And that is a big problem nowadays. Like, there is a serious problem about it, right? Obviously, we can't laugh about it, but fuck. When it happens to be like silly little, it's normally like silly little 22-year-olds who just like left their mum's house or whatever, and they've just like,
freedom.
I don't know, they just want, yeah, they're just like, I want some girls to bully. I'm like, yay! Degrade me.
I'll let them degrade me if they're over 8 inches, so...
Oh, mate. Same. I mean, you don't want a little fucking kidney bean degrading you nowhere.
No. Everyone's like, it's all about how you wiggle the worm. And I'm like, yeah, but if you can't even fucking feel the worm, what's the point? Like...
True. That fucking true. Do you know what I've actually bought recently to combat the non-feeling of the worm?
Oh, tell me.
Is a fucking, what are they called? It's called a sheath. Like a, what is it? You know those ones that you put over your dick, the big fat chose that you like attach to the dick, and you wrap it round like the balls. And it's basically like a massive dildo, but with a big hole in the middle, and it's got like ribs inside it, so the dick stays in, and then there's like a ring that goes around the balls, so it kind of just sticks on.
Yeah.
And you can put it on any size penis. You've probably heard of these things, haven't you?
I have seen them. Yeah. But I've never used them.
No, I mean, I had a small one, and I thought I'd buy an extra fucking large, big black one on Amazon. Actually, by the way, it's like 20 quid, guys, if anyone wants one. And genuinely,
drop the link.
I fucking will drop the link. Don't you worry. And it's apparently, I thought it was going to be as big as a Coke can, like a stick. Like, trust me, it is as big as a fucking Coke can. 20 quid, worthwhile.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yes, mate.
Do you remember, like, your first sex toy? Like, when did you buy and what did you buy?
I think someone... Well, it sounds really bougie, doesn't it? But it's actually the truth. Someone actually bought me it. Like, yeah, I was like a really late bloomer. I didn't have sex till I was like 18. And I think, which isn't late or early, I don't know, it's just up to, I guess, you. But for me, when I was living where I lived, everyone was like fucking at 14, 15. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't know what a penis is. And then when I found out what a penis was, I think I just had a penis for a while. And then my second boyfriend was like, on Valentine's Day, oh my God, it was on Valentine's Day, he pops out this Lilo, it's called. Have you heard of these things?
No.
They're like 150 quid. They're mental. They're like they call it a C vibe or C curve or a C vibe. And they basically got like a remote control that like is censored, like as in motion censored. So you can put it in your pussy while you're wearing knickers or like whenever you're out and about. And then the guy can keep the remote control and then just like basically fuck you while you're like at dinner.
Do you know what? There's something that I've seen that's dead similar, but it's like Love Ends or something. And they can put the app on their phone. Yeah. Oh my God, that is the fucking dream. I can't even pretend. Like, I would love that. Love it.
Honestly, like, it was super good. But then, I mean, obviously, chucked that fucker out when I broke up with that prick.
Yes.
I was like, no, not my really expensive sex toy. Oh.
He was the sex toy, like, let's be real.
Yeah, he was a fucking freak. Freak in the sheets. What was your first sex toy?
This is really cute. So, my first boyfriend wasn't that great in bed. So, without his knowledge, I ordered, now it's a 3 for $10. Everyone knows Love Honey, you know?
Yeah. Love a bit of Love Honey.
It was an interchangeable head vibrator, a butt plug, and I can't remember what the third one was. But those two, yeah, going for fucking gold with them, like, that was a game changer.
I'm so glad you're into the butt plugs. Love
yes.
A butt plug, mate.
But speaking of Valentine's Day, I was with someone that I'd known for a long, long time, and we were kind of getting back together almost. And for Valentine's Day, he got me, it was upon request, I did want it, but I didn't expect the biggest metal butt plug with a big gem in the end. And I was like, that's never fitting in my ass. That is never fitting in my ass. Like, it was so fucking big. Did it have like
a big diamond on the end so you had a shiny asshole?
Bling bling.
God, I've seen those. And then they're like metal, aren't they?
Yeah. Now, so fucking hot. Like, it looks amazing. Ouch.
Yeah.
Ow,
really?
ow, ow.
Is it really big?
It's huge. Like, I was like, I don't know if that'll fit. And he's like, oh yeah. And then he kind of held it in his hand and he's like, that's really fucking big. And I was like, I fucking know it's huge. Like, put it down.
Yeah, thanks, but no thanks. Oh my God.
So...
Oh shit. One of my friends, she just bought a anal training kit.
Oh.
Which is like, basically like, you know, I don't know what it's like. Kind of, the only thing I can think of, which is proper grebo, is when we were kids, you used to stretch your ears up.
Yes.
Oh, and people used to put plugs in their ears. It's like that, but for your arsehole. And she bought this like thing from Love Honey, and she's now stretching up her arsehole. So she's like, oh yeah, I think I'm on like number 3 this week. I'm like, good for you, hun.
A little bit of ass play, like, you can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong.
You really can't. You cannot go wrong. Honestly, like. You get more into it with certain guys that you're with, I find. Like, if a guy's really into it, you're like, oh yeah, I can go for gold here. I don't really understand guys who aren't into it, really. You know, guys who are, like, scared of the arsehole. You're like, oh.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Guys have told me they'll never be into it, they hate it, and I'm like, how can you hate it? And then, like, a month later, they're trying to get their whole fucking body in your arsehole, and it's just like, what is the truth?
Fuck. Have you ever licked a guy's arsehole?
Oh, yes.
You're like, yes, I have, but I shouldn't be saying that on this podcast.
Never again.
Why? Was it awful?
Yeah. Like,
why was it so awful?
How do I explain this? You know, like a gorilla's arse?
Oh,
yeah.
No.
It's like that. But, I don't know, it's not really my bag.
Yeah, licking arsehole.
I will go to town on your fucking, get your dick in my throat, balls in my fucking nostrils, do what you want, but an arsehole's just not for me. But what about you? Are you into rim jobs?
Do you know what? With the right arsehole.
Yeah.
It's like, do you want to get married?
Like,
yeah, with the right guy.
Yeah.
Do you want kids? Yeah, with the right, yeah. Ribbing, same thing, I think.
100%.
Yeah. I mean, I have a specific arsehole on my roster right now, which I'm actually in love with, that I could lick it for days. But then there's loads of other arseholes that I've encountered that I would not go near. So I totally get your vibe, babes. It depends on the arsehole. Yeah. I think that there's certain things that do it for me and certain things that don't. And if there was a guy, and I was fucking a guy with a prostate massager, and he was like, I don't know, like doing some sort of like,
operatic,
like,
rendition.
No, absolutely fucking not. I'd have to leave. Do you know what I mean? I like a grunter. I like a big grunty male, you know?
Mm-hmm. I love a deeper, like, just like, oh, fuck. And you're like, yes, oh my God. Why am I leaking?
Literally, why am I squirting all over your face right now? That is because you sound like that.
I'm dying.
Dying.
Oh
dying
my God.
Squirt.
Dying on the deck. Like, yeah, of course.
Oh, yes. Yes, a squirter. There's not many in the world. I mean, we're like unicorns.
Yeah. I actually done it by accident one time. The first time I was getting off, like, my second boyfriend. I didn't tell him, but I didn't really think it was going to happen. And he was like, what the fuck? And I was like, all over the floor. My socks were soaked. Just as well it was hardwood flooring.
Yeah, thank fucking God for that. Oh my God, can you imagine? Yeah, I mean, it's got to the point now in my life where I've bought, like mattress covers, mattress protectors. Mm-hmm. Because, like, if a little accident happens, there's no apologies from me. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, definitely.
But it's happened the same with me, babe. Like, where it happens like a little sneaky one just sneaks up on you.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, yeah. Better be dragged to the shower quickly, otherwise it's going to be all over your carpet.
Yeah. Quickly run.
Yeah. Literally. I mean, have you ever had, like, a really, really, like, selfish fuck? Like, from a guy.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant me, and I was like, I don't have a...
No, I mean, like, well, we're always selfish, babe.
Yeah.
We've just got to think about ourselves all the time.
We have to, because the guys don't.
The majority don't. You're right. The majority don't. They don't even, like my first boyfriend, oh, God bless his little soul. I mean, he's still alive, but yeah, God bless him.
Pray for him.
He never made me come.
No?
Like, 2 years. No. And, like, when you're brand new at having sex, like, even though I was 18, you don't want to, like, break his little heart, do you? You don't want to be like, oh, you're not, and also, like, the longer you leave it, the kind of, the time never comes back around, so you're like, when do I mention it? And then before you know it, you're faking it every time, and then you're like, oh, God, this isn't working,
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I ended up with a vibrator and a butt
fault.
plug with that first boyfriend. He always commented on, like, you know how you get flushed and, like, your face will maybe, like, twitch a little bit or whatever, which is completely natural. And he would be like, oh my God, look at your face. And I'd be like, shut that shit down. Like, I would just stop myself from coming. I couldn't get out of it because he was a child about it. We were 17, so I'm with you on that. Slightly older, but I'm also a very good Catholic, as you can tell from the chat.
Yeah. Mate, me too. I actually literally went to Catholic school until I was like 16, you know what I mean? 17. So yeah, feel you, babe. Back at you.
Yep.
Amen.
And confession every Sunday.
Mate, same. And I think we were talking about this the other day with my friends, like, we're the worst.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? It's almost like, because we were so, like...
Repressed.
Not deprived of dick, yeah. Because it was so deprived of dick, we get fucking dick hungry, like, later on in life. Like, shoot us, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Little horny teenagers humping pillows because we didn't know what the fuck else to do.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And we didn't even have, like, in our Catholic school, we had no sex education, like, no help. Like, it was just completely like, sex doesn't happen, guys. Or if it does, it happens after marriage when you're 40.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, like, you know, that I don't think that's very responsible.
No.
But, yeah, so, I mean, we were clueless. I was clueless until I was 18. And even then I was clueless. So, yeah, I feel you. Good Catholic girls.
Oh, definitely. Like, I feel I'm so open, and I'll maybe say things sometimes, and, like, older women than me, so I'm 24, they'll be like, what? And they'll be uncomfortable. And I'm like, you need to get comfortable with your shit for you to enjoy your life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's so taboo. People just freak out.
Yeah, they do. And, like, that's what I mean, I was saying to you about the podcast as well. Like, that's why I'm using my stripper name.
Yeah.
Like, there's certain things that, like, still are taboo. And obviously you want to respect people's opinions. You're like, yeah, fine, okay. If you're not into anal, I'm not going to hate you, you know? Or if you don't like rimming, I'm not going to judge your soul, okay? But the same thing goes the reverse. You know, I obviously, and you do too, like, talk about kind of taboo subjects. And we just talk about whatever we want to talk about.
Yeah.
And it kind of, it does, a lot of people do have opinions on that. More people do have opinions on that, if you know what I mean.
Oh, definitely.
You know, and, like, have you listened to the podcast, Call Her Daddy and things like that?
Yes.
Yeah. So, like, it's like, I'd say our podcasters are a bit more X-rated versions of that. Do you know what I mean? Much more X-rated. Or kind of, you know, she's very, it's difficult, isn't it, when you have conversations about sex as a woman, especially as a woman. Men can talk about it a lot more free, I feel. Well,
let's just think about the feedback that's coming from literally Meghan and Cardi, and then you've got all the guys that talk about all the strippers, all the girls getting knocked up, like, all the shit they do, and it's noticed. Yeah. And then a girl's like, fuck this is my life, I enjoy this. And look at the backlash.
Yeah,
like, that's all...
and it's really sad in a way, isn't it?
So sad.
Like, and it, you know, it's crazy that I had to, like, use an alias on my own fucking podcast with my own fucking, you know, it's like, I mean, I could just be like, oh, you know, this is like me, whatever, but, like, it's not just about that. It's about my relationships with other people, like the guys I'm having sex with, or my family and stuff like that. Like, you just think, well, just keep them out of it, keep it simple, and keep an alias just in case, you know. But one day, hopefully, a woman such as ourselves, or, like, other strippers out there, don't have to hide what they do, or don't have to, like, you know, hide what they like because they're scared of what other people think, you know, or worry about, you know, online fucking trolls, because there's many of them, you know.
There's too many of them.
Mate, we know, unfortunately. Well, you definitely fucking do, all the dicks you've got in your fucking
I literally can't
mailbox.
escape them. Even when I'm being celibate, a good Catholic, they're in their dicks. Not dicks. DMs. They're in the DMs.
So many dicks.
There's no escape from the dicks.
Mate, that's not a bad problem to have, okay?
But they're ugly.
Just don't complain. Really? Do you think so?
Well, you get a pretty dick, but these are horrific.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing worse than going home with a guy, like, unbuttoning his jeans and thinking, like, okay, on the outside, he's fucking fantastic, and let's hope that his dick on the inside of his trousers is just as fantastic. And it's not. Yeah. And you're like, what do I do here? Do I carry on, or do I suddenly have corona, or, like, what do we do here?
Cough on the deck.
Literally, like, I think I have a... like, we shouldn't joke about it, but seriously, like, I'm sick, and then run away.
Sneeze, cough, fuck off.
Yeah, literally, fuck off with that fucking kidney bean.
Have you seen, not seen, but have you heard the episode where I talk about spear dick?
No, I haven't. Oh my god, fill me in, bitch.
I had a boyfriend. I met him in the club. Just like a normal club, not a stripper club or anything, but he was super tall, beard. So I'm like 6 foot, he was like 6'4", 6'5", looked good, big beard. I'm so into it, naturally, at like 21, and whipped that shit out, and it was shaped like an arrow. So his foreskin was so tight that the base of it was girthy as fuck, but it tapered all the way in. It was like one of those things that you throw donuts round.
Oh.
And,
Oh, your poor guy. Was it big though?
oh yeah, it was really big.
Well, as long as it was big, but like it's just annoying that instant. Like you always want like a big fat head, don't you? Because when it goes in, you want to feel like a little bit like, don't you?
Yeah.
But like, if it's an arrow shaped, you're like, oh, when is it? When is it coming? Oh, I feel it now. You know.
Like a turkey baster.
Literally like a turkey baster. Oh shit.
So that's
Oh,
the skewer
no.
dick. But it can be corrected
Oh my
with
God.
circumcision.
Did it not? So like, did the well, he went for circumcision, or you think he should have?
Well, it can be fixed so that it would all grow up to the same girth. But he said he was happy like
right.
that, so each to their own.
So he couldn't. So what? So like he couldn't pull his foreskin down.
Yeah.
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 So
That literally makes me frightened, like
Yeah.
in my soul, and my pussy is literally recoiled back into itself and is hiding.
we've gone from wet ass
No.
to Sahara. Like,
Literally dry as the Sahara Desert.
it's sealed up, stitched
What?
together.
Back together.
No, what? He couldn't pull his. So like, if you were going to toss him off or anything, literally you couldn't see the head.
You could see, like, it's like if someone was stuck in like a turtleneck jumper, like that, and it would go a little bit, but like not a lot.
Oh my god. He needs to, no, I mean, like, it's fair enough, each their own, but like professional help is needed there, I swear.
Yeah,
Like,
and actually it was during a vag wax. I was talking to one of my clients who's a doctor, and she was like, "That can be fixed," because what else are you going to talk to your clients about apart from old dick? So she's like, "I'm a consultant."
oh my god, that's so funny. Well,
Like, this is what I do. I fix dick.
I fixed dick. I fixed
I
dick.
love it. Needs more
She's
of her in
like
my
a dick
life.
fixer.
Love it.
You need to-
What a part of my life.
Oh my god, you need to get her on the podcast talk about all the dicks she's fixed.
Get you
That'd be
back
well
on.
good.
Our
I'd
3-week
listen.
conversation going.
Yes.
Get you back on. Well, TV conversation going.
Oh yeah, I'd be like, what is the worst dick you fixed?
Oh,
I'd be like,
absolutely.
I'd love to know that in gory details.
Just
Wouldn't
love
you?
to talk about dick.
Absolutely.
For real.
Talk about that.
I mean, I don't actually know any girl. Well, actually, it's probably because my friendship group is pretty much just strippers. But
Yeah, true.
I don't know any girl that doesn't like talking about dick. Really, I mean,
Yeah, true.
well, I'm sure there is girls out there that don't mind talking about dick, and they're just like, oh, who are these two fucking absolute reprobate women? Let's turn this podcast off. But all right, see ya, bye bye, 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 bitch.
It's the cat.
Too many hoes in the house. Yeah, I don't know. I always find it strange, like when when like a girl hasn't looked at their own vagina or like hasn't put like a mirror down there or whatever. And they're like, I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I find
Yeah.
that quite like. Because I love looking at my vagina.
Do you know what? I'm the
I love
same.
just-
I'm the same.
Yeah,
Like, well, I look at vag day in, day out. Vag and
of
asshole.
course you do.
So I know what I'm working with is golden.
Of course you do. You got so many
Fuck your
stories.
pussy.
There's too many.
There's too many. Like, it's
Oh my
frightening.
I bet you have ever had to do like loads of like back sack cracks?
Well, I actually don't know how to wax like a dick and balls and that, but I would absolutely love to. I would love to know how to do it. Just to really amp up the terrorising of the guys.
That is probably a skill though, because obviously like the balls have like such thin skin, right?
Yeah. So I'm so eager to know how they actually do it.
Oh, I'd love to know. Like literally, I'm just like thinking, my brain is going in overdrive now. Like you can probably hear it like going, like clocking.
And I
Like,
feel like you've only got two hands, so do they get in there and pull as well? So it's very confusing. I'm very like, what the fuck's going on?
yeah, but at the same time, like it's necessary, because have you ever had a hairy ball in your mouth?
Yes.
It's not okay.
No, I when I started getting laser done,
Yeah.
I opted for the Brazilian because I thought, what if I want to be a mature porn star later in life?
True.
But previous to that, I had been waxing all of it off, and this boyfriend was walking about with these like full-on big caveman balls. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And he turns around and he was like, could you maybe get rid of that wee strip? And I was like, with your fucking balls? I think the fuck not. I'm all about equality, baby. You shave, I'll shave. How about that? Like, fuck off.
Oh my god, more women need to be like you. I get that. I feel that.
I was like, if your balls look like the fucking deep Amazon forest, then why can my wee landing strip not be cute for you? Like, fuck
Yeah,
off.
exactly. If I had a hairy ball, like, in my life for, like, the foreseeable, I'd be like, well, you're gonna have a hairy knee, an elbow, a fucking chin, and a big fat hairy arsehole. So, you can have all of those. 100%.
Exactly. I was like, there's no hair anywhere apart from the strip.
Yeah.
So why are you actually complaining? The business area is good to fucking go.
Yeah. Yeah. And actually, if you're one of those girls who, like I was about to say about my housemate, she has got a landing strip, but she fucking spends the time on it. Like, it literally, I don't know how she fucking spends the time on it. I'm just like, get it off. Like, how the fuck do you do that shit? But if you have, like, the sculpting equipment, because obviously you're a professional, so you know exactly how to do a landing strip. Like, fucking hell, do they not understand that's much more difficult than completely just having it all off? They should be fucking grateful.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And then,
Feel you.
yeah. For my birthday, actually, which was in April, I just decided I was going to wax my whole body. Like, legs, underarm, pussy, fucking asshole, everything. Landing strip was gone. I was like, we're going into this new year silky fucking smooth, because obviously lockdown happened and I couldn't get lasered, so I had nothing better to do.
Did you do it?
Yeah.
Did it
I waxed my
hurt?
own asshole. Yeah. I mean, it obviously hurts because you're ripping the hair out, but it only for like a minute. But you need to psych yourself up for it, you know.
Fuck. I can barely have laser on my asshole, let alone a strip of wax. Like, literally, I've got a woman who, like, spreads my asshole and, like, lasers my asshole for me, right?
Yeah.
And, like, you know when it's, like, gets really hot and they put it right on the arsehole?
Yeah.
You're like, oh,
It's so
burning the
nippy.
inside of my soul. Yeah, you're like, fuck no! Like, literally, oh, God. I can imagine that, but, like,
Literally a sting ring.
literally a sting ring, but not in, like, a good way.
No.
Like, no. Fucking hell. So I don't know how you did that, mate. You're strong. Like, for me as well, waxing the ankles is really hard.
Oh, I hate the shin. The shin gets me every time. That's my most painful place to wax. My shin.
Yeah. It's like the pussy lip's fine, but not the shin.
Yeah. It's weird because you're kind of holding that and you're like, right, okay, it's like super secure, it's like tight in its position, you know, but with your shin, you're like just ripping a big, massive area and you're like, the whole time.
Fuck no. Fuck no. Absolutely not. I mean, to be fair, like, the amount of hairy strippers I've seen in my lifetime, I mean, I should send them over to you, really, shouldn't I?
Oh, yeah.
There is more hairy strippers. And actually, now that we've been in Corona, there's going to be even more hairy strippers. People probably would have forgotten how to fucking wax or won't go for a wax because of Corona, you know?
A lot of people are frightened. That's what I've found. Like, a lot of people are still, like, timid about actually coming into the salon.
Yeah.
It's mental.
Yeah, I bet. Like, I only went for my laser the other day because I was like, I literally am starting to look like a wildebeest. So I've got to, like, I'm like, die of Corona, wildebeest. Yeah. Die of Corona. Well, I think I'm going to choose die of Corona. Yeah. Awful thing, but like, no, seriously, like, well, not that we even have a problem to even think about it being like so young and shit, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I think the sooner things get back to normal, the better, and I think you know, support. I mean, I wouldn't expect someone to wax my face because obviously you need to wear the mask and shit right now, right? Yeah.
Full visor and that PPE.
Yeah. So do you have to wear like a full-on outfit? Slightly little outfit?
Well, no, I've got like my tunic and that, but I've got like different, well, I change my gloves for every client, but I've got a visor and a mask.
Right.
So I tape the mask to my face so that my visor doesn't steam up, but it's fucking hot in there. It is hot and sweaty. Like, it's insane.
Oh, I bet. That's horrendous.
Because I'm so close to people, like, and they obviously want to feel comfortable and not feel like I'm putting them at risk. So it's like, it's weird. How are you finding it, like being at work and things?
Well, we're not back at the club yet. I don't think that we will be back at the club for quite a while, which I'm actually all right about. But yeah, the cam thing, I'm obviously a cam girl as well, which is like perfect to work at home. You know, it's like, I mean, sometimes I put my mask on in my house and have like a laugh with the people on the camera about it.
I love it.
It's pretty funny. It's like we use the mask for so many naughty things and not for the face, and I will say that.
I love it.
But yeah, literally, I'm loving work at the moment. It's actually like a perfect job for me. I can like work when I want. You can kind of do as much or as little as you want, and yeah, you get paid weekly. It's pretty chill. There's a lot of men online who obviously have wives and shit. They're all stuck at home with them, which I find kind of baffling. I'm like, what? Like, your wife and kids are in the house and you're upstairs wanking or like talking filth to me. I find that because obviously when you're in a strip club, you can like decompartmentalise your brain. They're on a night out or like whatever when they've got like family. Like, everyone's got a fucking family and it's just fun, right?
Yeah.
But when they're in the same house as them and you can hear them in the background, or like, you know, you've got like, Dennis, do you want your fucking beans on toast? And he's there like, yeah. Like, it's just a bit, it's a lot. That took some getting used to, let's be honest.
Do you have like a favourite like toy to use when you are like doing cam stuff?
Oh yeah, I
Like,
do. Yeah, I use like a
Go-to toy.
double-ended dildo. Nice double-ended. Yeah. It's a big long purple one I've had like since I was born. No, since I was a little baby cam girl, I have had this toy. Yeah, it's my go-to. It's like, it's really small. It's like small and ribbed on one side, and it's like bigger and thicker on the other side. And you can kind of just like bend it. It's like really flexible.
So you just
So like you can,
double stuff.
yeah, or you can like suck it, and it's like, because it's so flimsy. It's like when a guy's asking you to do a deep throat on a dildo, you're like, fucking bitch. It's like shoving a glass or like a bottle, like a glass
It's
bottle
really
in my mouth. It's so
hard.
fucking,
Really hard.
yeah. How can you do a sloppy little like dildo show on a really hard plastic cock?
Yeah.
Like, it's just not the same.
Kills your throat.
But this
as well.
double-ended dildo, yeah, right. They don't. They just think, I don't know what they fucking think, to be honest. Like, men are strange.
So weird.
Yeah. They're like, yeah, you know, oh, how the other week I had this guy like, oh yeah, will you give me a big, like, throat show, like, I want you to gag on a cock as long as you can until you're sick on your tits?
What?
I'm like, huh? Sorry, say that again? I'm sorry. I don't think my ears are working. And he's like really into like a girl literally sicking on themselves. I'm like,
So nasty.
I was like, I'm really sorry. I don't think I'm the lady for you, but I can pass you over to Sharon, who probably will do that. She's also online. I'm like, oh dear.
Hold the line, please. Just
Hold the line. I'll just get you Sharon butt fun, okay? So yeah, there's a lot of fucking weird kinks, like fucking the chair fucker. We've got like the fucking
I heard that one.
there's so many like like literally mental.
Yeah.
I mean,
It sounds fucking insane.
yeah, it's entertaining to say the least. Like, it makes for a good podcast. That's one thing I will say. I'm like, oh, I'm not like coming up short of stuff to talk about today, because it's one day is never. I'm sure it's the same with you though, with your job. Like, I'm sure people like confide in you when they're like spread fucking frog-legged open, when they're like badge out. I'm sure people waffle about shit.
Actually, I was telling a guy that I'm kind of, or was talking to, and he was like, what do you actually wax? Like, what do you do? And I was like, they come in, they bring their knees up, and they just let them fall to the side. And he's like, that's pretty vulnerable. And I was like, yeah, but I need to get in there, otherwise there's no point even paying me for a wax. Like,
Yeah.
I need to get in about it and remove all that hair.
Oh yeah, I bet you've seen so many vaginas. You lost count.
I honestly get more pussy than most guys. Like, that's the hard fact.
That's fucking great.
For the clubs opening up, do you have like an outfit in mind?
No, like, yeah, we have no idea, mate. Like, yeah, I think it's just such a like close atmosphere kind of thing. Like, it's like almost like going to a normal club.
Yeah.
I don't know when they'll even open. Like, you know, being able to dance and go back into like clubs and go to like
Normality,
raves and
right.
stuff. Yeah, I think it'll be probably around the same time as that. But maybe even a bit longer. And also, like, it's almost like the theatres as well that are all shutting down, because obviously, like, I'm an actress on the side, or was an actress on the side. Being the key word. It's like, I'm not sure, you know, if the theatres are ever even going to open again properly, because they, you know, they have to fill every seat, you know, and so it's not financially viable for them to open. So it's the same with the strip clubs. If you've got no customers, if no one's paying any money, no one's coming in because of Corona, it's just no point opening. So I will also keep you posted. I'll be like, yes. I miss dancing on the pole, man. Do you know? Have you ever had any pole classes, or like, are you into it?
I'll be so real about it. Like, I want to, but I'm also like so long and just lanky and just.
Mate, that's the best though. That's the best. They're the best dancers, the ones with the long legs.
Just like taking people out when I'm spinning around this pole.
Yes, exactly. All the men you fucking hate. Be like, come watch me on the pole, bitches. Fucking karate.
Knock them out.
Yeah, karate chop their faces.
But no, that's just something that I would like love to do.
Oh mate, yeah, it's fucking so fun.
Definitely.
I'll have to have you in a class. If it ever opens ever again, mate, we'll have some
Get
fun.
me down.
Yes, I'd love that. I'd love that.
So what are your like outfits like? Have you got like a favourite outfit?
Yeah, I have actually. I think, well, it depends on what club you work in, because there's loads of different like criteria of what you can and can't wear in different clubs. So like in Mayfair, it's like in London, it's more of a kind of classy long evening gown kind of thing. And then after 12 o'clock, you dress into like 3-piece underwear. So it'd be like bra, garter, not garter. What's that? Like a belt, like the belt. Yeah. Some people wear garters, and then like stockings. Which is like quite cool. But then in most strip clubs, it's kind of like a nice, like, naughty kind of short dress. I've got this kind of, like, sequiny. It's, like, proper tacky, but, like, it looks amazing under the lights, because they've got, like, sick yellow and, like, purple and pink lights, which make every bit of cellulite go away, every line, every bit of hangover. They're, like, magical lights, so, like, yeah, probably, like, I've got, like, a sequiny dress, like, black sequin dress. And sequin pleaser heels. They're like the big fat bad boy heels. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Just the glittery.
Send me a picture. I can't wait.
Mate, I will send you a photo. 100%.
So, like, obviously, like, outfits and that, but do you have like a kind of go-to song, like your favourite kind of vibe?
Oh, that's a difficult one. It was, I don't know, what have I danced to before in my life? Back in the day, I was like, oh yeah, I love a bit of Purple Rain Prince at the end of the night, you know? Oh yeah. I like a nice slow one. Or like, or you can get proper like Cardi B, like Wish Wish up in there, do you know what I mean? Or like a bit of Jeremiah, or like, whenever a boy comes over and you're like, oh yeah, I want to have sex to a song.
Yeah.
Like, this playlist has been like, it's basically that. So it's like, my last boyfriend, we used to share a fucking Spotify, the stupid dick, and he deleted my first ever one, and I had to like remake it. But we've got like Sexy Boy Air, we've got Remy Boys, Trap Queen, My Way, Fetty Wap, all the Fetty Waps basically. Kendrick Lamar, J Balvin, we've got Lady Gaga, we've got like, Future.
Yeah.
You know that Mask Off song?
Yes.
That'd be fucking sick to play in the strip club when all the fucking Corona's over, isn't it? Fucking Mask Off. Yeah, alright. Well, I'll fucking play that.
That'd be so funny.
That's gonna be my favourite one.
Visionary.
Whip it off. Literally. I think The Weeknd's really good as well to dance to. The Weeknd's always a good one. I love The Weeknd.
Yeah,
they're pretty good. And like Kanye West, loads of Cardi B, Drake, loads of Drake, Gigs. Yeah, just all like basically all the slutty songs you've ever fucking heard. I mean, like, there was a day when people were dancing to like 80s porn star songs back in the day, you know, like, or like that song, I'll be your private dancer, a dancer from that one. You're like, no, that is not what we play in the strip clubs. So yeah, it's probably just the sluttier, like the kind of trappy trap songs, the thirsty songs. Yeah,
I love it.
What's your
Such a
favourite
vibe.
slutty song to have sex to?
I don't know because I don't, but I'll always have music on. But I get quite into it if I'm going at it. So nothing, background noise just disappears.
Yeah,
All or
for real.
nothing.
I mean, yeah, and also like if it's just silent, it's really hard to like get. I don't know. I feel like I suck dick better or I have sex better when I've got a bit of like a theme tune going on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You kind of get more into it. You're like, oh, I'm gonna like pretend I'm in a music video.
Yeah.
But like a really slutty one.
Well, porno.
Yeah. Yeah, I was about to say that. More like a porno.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No,
Yeah,
definitely.
so I get you. Music is
I
definitely
hate
the one.
with like if you have the TV on in the background because I feel like they watch the TV, or it's easy to get like sucked into the TV and it distracts from whatever the fuck yous are doing. Do you know what I mean? To be fair, I've only ever had that with one boyfriend, but you know the vibe.
Mate, I totally understand the vibe. Like sometimes you've been, I've been having sex with you. When you were last having sex, I was there and I saw. No, can you imagine? That would be so fucking weird. No, I've had it before when a guy's literally been like, looking over my shoulder, like glancing at the TV a little bit. I'm like, what are you doing? Like the entertainment is below you. Like not above my right shoulder, you little fucking dick. Absolutely not.
Put a tat in your mouth and behave. Like.
Yes, I mean, yeah, absolutely not. As soon as I start having sex with someone and the TV's on, I always make sure I grab that fucking microphone, grab the fucking
the dick,
the dick, and I turn off the TV. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
yeah.
No,
Straight
I
away.
think TV's a proper turn off. It's just like a bad vibe, innit?
Yeah, especially there's like
Not
BBC News on in the background. It's like, ding, welcome to BBC News, and you're there like mid fucking suck. You're like, no. That's not what we want. No more Corona chat.
No, get it off. Bojo in the bin, get rid of them. Can't be arsed.
Yes. For real.
Alright, my love, I have one final question.
Yes, go for it. Go for it, ho.
Do you like Star Wars?
Do I like Star Wars? Is that a trick question? I fucking love Star Wars. Ah! Like, crazy misconception, all the fucking strippers love a bit of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Okay?
Yeah.
They fucking do. Yes. Actually, my next fucking episode, this is actually really good. My next fucking episode is called Han's Solo. So, do I like fucking Star Wars?
We're
Yes, it's
modelling
just me
Star
on my own.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just me on my own. Just fucking Han Soloing it.
Oh.
But yeah. Do you love Star Wars? You clearly do.
Well, my sisters love it. I've seen most of them, but I don't know. I'm not like mad. I would love a Wookiee costume. I think that'd be so funny. I'd love that.
Yeah. Just the head.
Yeah.
Not the body.
Well, maybe
Just the head.
I'll unzip the body and then this like silky smooth bitch comes out like.
Proper skinny bitch with like a bikini on or something.
Yeah. But keep the head on for the reveal, you
Just
know.
keep the head on, yeah. Exactly. Like a Pharrell video. That's literally a Pharrell video. Ass madness.
That is the life I want to lead.
Oh, mate. When that happens, get me back on the podcast.
Yes. I'll get you in a
Wookiee
video.
heads.
we'll get it going.
Oh, fucking yes.
Wookiee heads on.
Absolutely, mate. I'm down. Literally sign me up.
Okay, well, love, I know that you've got other people to attend to.
I've got work. A girl's got to work on the camera.
Got to secure the bag, babe.
Huh? Yeah, I fucking do. Absolutely. Like, Corona isn't going away soon. I've got to get my vag out. Actually, my freshly lasered vag out this evening for the next couple of
Ooh.
hours. But yeah, it's been fucking great to talk to you. I've absolutely loved it.
No, it's been such a blast, and I am still like loving your voice. I can't even cope.
Oh, same. You have to come back on my podcast. We need to talk about all the fucking filth.
Oh, all the filth. I'm already there. All right, my loves. So I'll say goodbye to you.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Thank you so much, bitch. Yes.
and I will see the rest of the Girl Wasted gang next Sunday.